All right, this is a tricky one. The honor system. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. But what I do know is I've abided by it for a long time. I've stuck to the honor system as a. I'm not necessarily going to make it impossible for you to steal or rip me off or whatever. I'm just going to hope you don't and trust that you won't. And what I've learned about that is you're fucking stupid if you do that. I mean, I do that. Some call myself stupid. It's not, maybe it's not stupid, but the idea that we're going to just trust somebody because we think we're supposed to be able to after knowing them for a couple months is insane. And I would almost argue some of what I've done in the past, the level of trust I've put on people that work for me and stuff is, I'm not going to say I shouldn't have done it, but it's almost unfair to them because if nobody's ever trusted you with something, if nobody's ever said, hey, here's 10 grand, can you hold on to it for me? Which I'm not doing that, I'm just giving an example. Then maybe you're not ready to fucking hold 10 grand. Like okay, let's say, first off, I would love to have a free gift of $10,000. If anybody wants to give it to me, I'll take it. But let's say somebody I didn't know said, hey, I need you to hold on to this, and it was a big wad of cash. I would say, no, thank you. I don't want to fucking hold your wad of cash for you. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if the cops are coming after you. I don't know if this is linking me to a crime. I don't know if you're going to say I stole it. I don't know you, okay? Now, let's say I knew that person casually, like they run a coffee shop that I go to every day or something, and I talk to them for 5 minutes every morning on my way to work. If I knew him pretty well, then I would go, yeah, no problem. I'll hold, like, it's fine. I mean, it's 10 grand. Worst case, I get robbed. There's probably a video of me getting robbed. I apologize profusely, and then I pay you back. It's not a huge risk. It's going to take me a little while to get you 10 grand to you, because that's a lot of tattoos. But no, it's weird. But that would be a weird position to put somebody in, right? So if I work for you, let's say you hire me and I've worked for you for 6 months, and I go, all right, I trust you to just honestly report everything you do and then give me a commission off of it. That seems fair. And that is how most tattoo shops operate, is it's kind of like it's either a booth rent thing or it's a commission thing, but either way it's kind of a, hey, put this in this safe, write on it like this, and then put it in there at the end of the day, tell me how much you earned, whatever, and then I'll put all that into the books and we'll keep everything good. You can't do that with everybody. Like, I've done that version of shit my whole life. I've been ripped off so many fucking times. And I'm not trying to play the victim or whatever. Part of it is my fault. Like, it is crazy to think I can just trust people just because it's the natural way that I feel like I should be able to. And I think you can for the most part. It's just the problem is you're going to have the occasional person that you can't trust. That being said, there are certain people in my life that I've known long enough and I've done enough stuff and seen them put through enough opportunities to screw me over that they did not, that I do trust them. Like there's at least 3 or 4 individuals in my life right now that I would, if I had to go out of town and have somebody run all my financial shit and have access to all my money and a key to my house and, fucking give my kids a ride. There's people I fully trust. Like, I'm not saying you can't trust anybody. I'm just saying, if you met them because you hired them and then you expect them to fucking report all the sales throughout the day, like, dude, there's so many people that have so many businesses. Like, this is one I heard about that I think is crazy, but this guy on a podcast one time was talking about how his friend used to work in a movie theater and he would sell popcorn and he knew how much popcorn's total was, so he would ring up everything but the popcorn and then he'd do the math on the change. So let's say they get a soda and a popcorn and something else. He would just not ring up the popcorn or not ring up the soda or, have the whole total in his head or whatever. Push one button, sometimes maybe even use the register, but he would basically ring it all up, put the money in the register, and then not input it into the system. So he sold them, let's say it's $7 worth of stuff. He has an extra 7 in his drawer right now. He does that over and over throughout the day and keeps track, because he's good at math, keeps track of how much that total is, which, what would be easier, and this is probably what he actually did, would be to just see what your till is supposed to have in it at the end of the day and then take everything else out. But that's not what he said he did. What he said he did was he kept track of the math all day. But the point is, like, it's so easy to steal from an employer when you're handling cash that I think at least 10% of people are just going to do it. I think most people do think stealing is wrong and they don't do it at first. But I know people that I really fully trusted would never steal from me that fucking try to rob me blind. And that's not the only thing they did. But like I had a person that worked for me that they would tell a customer, and then this isn't directly affecting me. I mean, it did affect me in a way too, but they would tell a customer how much the tattoo was going to be. Let's say $1,000. They would finish, and then they'd say $1,500. And that client's never coming back, like for sure. I met that client, or a few of those. They don't come back to that person. So really, you got $500 extra today by being a dick. This isn't the same as stealing. I mean, technically, if you say that's what I charge now, I told you it would be this much, but I did more, whatever. I think what you say at the beginning, if you tell them an exact price, it should be that. If you tell them an estimate, it should be very fucking close to that. If it goes way over, you go, hey, you know what? My bad, I'll eat it. How about how much I said? But you lost trust with that person. So you're not getting that client back. You're thus making less money in the long run because you have less clients. If you do that to too many people, you basically don't have a career anymore. So there's really all these negatives that come back automatically when you cheat, steal, scheme, whatever. If you directly steal, like if you straight up just take money from somebody, it might work in the short term really well. But it never works out for you in the long term. Like, it never does. I've never seen a person thieve their way through their entire life and have a great life. Never. Not once. I've seen some really cool heist movies, and I think that shit's cool. I think Ocean's 11 is a cool movie. But people that scheme their way through, even in the movies, people that scheme their way through shit, they have all kinds of fucking problems. And it's weird to me, because I meet people that I think are not stupid, and then they still take the easy shortcut that fucks them in the long run. And I guess this started out, I was thinking about the honor system, and it's ending up on why would you want to take the easy route? Like the fucking hard route, not necessarily, I'm not saying take the hard route if the easy route's a good route, but if the hard route is the route that gets you where you need to go, and the easy route seems like it will, but something's missing, that something missing is going to fucking haunt you. If you do whatever the work is in your thing, and I'm also talking to myself on this. Sometimes I get lazy. I want to fucking take the easy way. But if you just fucking push through and do the thing, whatever the thing is fun. The hard work is fun. The journey is fun. Like right now, talking to this camera, it wasn't my ideal day, but I was like, hey, how am I going to get people to see who I am, get to know me, build a relationship with them, get them to look at my Instagram, get them to look at my YouTube, entertain them, give them something of hopefully value, and kind of keep them on the hook so when I show up in their town, they go, I might want to see him tell some dick jokes. If it works, it works. If not, if you get something else, that's great too. But like, this isn't, I'm not saying it's hard to sit down and talk to a camera, but it's fucking weird. Like, nobody's in my house right now. The neighbor kid came over earlier. I'm wanting a Capri Sun. My dog's right here. She's not even fully on her dog bed. We got a rule. She's supposed to be on the dog bed, not on the couch, because the couch is white leather and she be getting shit dirty. But shit, you know, my dog's over here. She farts sometimes. Like, this isn't easy. But I'm having fun. Like, it took me a couple videos to get in the groove, but I'm having fun. I'm not saying go out there and fucking bomb on purpose, but when you do stand-up and you have 3 or 4 good sets in a row, it starts to feel like you're getting pretty fucking good. And then you have a really bad set, and then you go, oh, that sucked. There was a moment during that bad set that didn't suck. And this is a part not many people talk about. It might not be for everybody. But there is a part of bombing that is kind of fun. And it's the part where you go, can I get out of this? And then you're trying. And when you do, it's glorious. When you go, okay, they all hated me for 15 fucking minutes, but that 17th minute, I got him, motherfucker. It's fun. The rest of it sucked. Focus on the fun part. But the other thing that's really cool is that let's say you're 10 in and you realize this is just not going my way at all. Like, I'm 10 in and I haven't got anybody to laugh. This lady literally turned her back to me. What the fuck am I doing wrong? You hit the point where you go, okay, I'm at 10. I'm supposed to do 20. can I fucking get them back? That challenge, that can I get them back? How am I getting them back? What am I thinking? What am I going to do? Do I do a little crowd work? Do I tell this lady her hair's stupid? Do I acknowledge her turning my back or her back to me? Do I point out that I would turn my back too if I hey, I didn't fucking pick me. You guys hired me for this. This is your fault. What do I do with that? That thought, what do I do with that? And then that pivot is fun. It also sucks. It's hard. It's weird. It feels very awkward, much like talking to a camera with no people in the room. I'm looking at you like you're a person. You're not a person. I mean, you are, but you're a camera. But you're a person, whoever's right there. But I'm looking at a fucking lens. It's like I'm talking to a wall. It's very weird. But I do it because I'm trying to figure out, will this make me better at comedy? Will this help me get people to see my comedy? Whatever the thing is, maybe it's a huge waste of time. But I get to pet that dog. I'm petting that dog. You know, it's fine. My kids are in Oklahoma City. They went to a doctor's appointment. It's not exciting. My wife's willing to take them and doesn't make me go. It's a day off. I put it in my calendar that I had to do this today, so I'm fucking doing it. Okay? Also, I want some water. I'm thirsty. But I'm not drinking water because you'll hear the gulp sound, so I got to take a break in a minute. It's fucking hard. I'm joking. I know it's not hard to look at a camera and talk, but whatever the thing is you're going to do, there will be challenges. It will be hard, and if you focus on how much fun the hard part is, instead of how hard it's going to be, you're going to fucking go somewhere with it. And by somewhere, I don't mean you're going to be the next fucking Seinfeld. You might be. Who knows? But you'll have fun. And who gives a shit about the other stuff? Have fun. You're going to die. My dog's going to die eventually, too. I hope it's 100 years because I love you so much. Everybody dies. Between now and death, do some shit you want to do. Quit being a little fucking pussy. Do some shit. That might have been rude, but you're being a pussy. Okay? If you're scared of shit, you're scared of committing to some shit. Okay, I used to be a pussy too. But quit being a pussy. I quit. We can all quit. Well, sometimes I'm still a pussy because, I don't personally want anybody to hear me fart. There's that. Guess that's a great way to end this podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Send it to one of your friends. Tell them to quit being a pussy.